Follow your heart but take your brain with you. Life is just the same as learning to swim. Do not be afraid of making mistakes, for there is no other way of learning how to live. The style of life is a unity because it has grown out of the difficulties of early life and out of the striving for a goal. Trust only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. Overcoming difficulties leads to courage, self-respect, and knowing yourself. It is easy to believe that life is long and one's gifts are vast, easy at the beginning, that is. But the limits of life grow more evident. It becomes clear that great work can be done rarely, if at all. We must never neglect the patient's own use of his symptoms. Everything can always be different. Men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are feared, but only men of character are trusted. You can be healed of depression if every day you begin the first thing in the morning to consider how you will bring a real joy to someone else. Nobody adopts antisocial behavior unless they fear that they will fail if they remain on the social side of life. The style of life is a unity because it has grown out of the difficulties of early life and out of the striving for a goal. Trust only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. Nobody adopts antisocial behavior unless they fear that they will fail if they remain on the social side of life. It is from among such individuals that all human failures spring. We are self-determined by the meaning we give to our experiences. And there is probably something of a mistake always involved when we take particular experiences as the basis for our future life. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. I am grateful for the idea that has used me. Overcoming difficulties leads to courage, self-respect, and knowing yourself. If I didn't have this affliction, I would be the first. As a rule, the if clause contains an unfulfillable condition, or the patient's own arrangement, which only he can change. All failures are so because they lack social interest. Every neurotic is partly in the right. If you wish to educate a child who has gone wrong, then you must, above all, keep your attention fixed on the intersection of two charmed circles. It is easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. There is only one reason for an individual to sidestep to the useless side, the fear of a defeat on the useful side. We learn in friendship to look with the eyes of another person, to listen with her ears, and to feel with her heart. In the company of friends, writers can discuss their books, economists the state of the economy, lawyers their latest cases, and businessmen their latest acquisitions, but mathematicians cannot discuss their mathematics at all. And the more profound their work, the less understandable it is. Play is a child's work, and this is not a trivial pursuit. Men of genius are admired, men of wealth are envied, men of power are feared, but only men of character are trusted. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. There is a courage of happiness as well as a courage of sorrow. War is not the continuation of politics with different means, it is the greatest mass crime perpetrated on the community of man. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. All failures, neurotics, psychotics, criminals, drunkards, problem children, suicides, perverts, and prostitutes, are failures because they are lacking in social interest. The goal of the human soul is conquest, perfection, security, superiority. To all those who walk the path of human cooperation, war must appear loathsome and inhuman. To injure another person through atonement is one of the most subtle devices of the neurotic, as when, for example, he indulges in self-accusations. It is well known that those who do not trust themselves never trust others. The feeling of inferiority rules the mental life and can be clearly recognized in the sense of incompleteness and unfulfillment, and in the uninterrupted struggle of both individuals and humanity. To be human means to feel inferior. If someone is always on your mind, it means you've either grown strong positive or negative feelings for them. A simple rule in dealing with those who are hard to get along with is to remember that this person is striving to assert his superiority, and you must deal with him from that point of view. My psychology belongs to everyone. Tears and complaints, the means which I have called water power, can be an extremely useful weapon for disturbing cooperation and reducing others to a condition of slavery. A lie would have no sense unless the truth was felt as dangerous. The only worthwhile achievements of man are those which are socially useful. What person, confined in a small room with nothing but a tea cozy, will not eventually put the tea cozy on their head? To see with the eyes of another, to hear with the ears of another, to feel with the heart of another. For the time being, this seems to me an admissible definition of what we call social feeling.